selfie day. Please hold. All things must hold. Well, hello, how are you? Thank you so much for tuning in to Vlogboss Radio. This is your fearless leader, Amy Schmittauer, on the first day of summer, Wednesday, June 21st, 2017. It's really easy to decide, okay, I have to do this thing, but it's gotta be perfect. I've gotta be set up for the utmost success. I have to do it exactly to a T, amazingly. Otherwise, I just shouldn't. I can't show up on the scene now. I can't start vlogging now. There's too many awesome people out there. I just can't. And so that bugs me because perfection and that imposter syndrome, which is essentially telling yourself you can't and that somebody else is definitely better than you or you're gonna get found out, so why even try? Having that happen and it holding you back bothers me so much, and even more so that if you think you have to take another step before you actually do the work. Sure. YouTube people struggle with, because when you go there, it's not like Facebook when you upload a video, especially if you're a human being on a profile page. People forget that they did all this work to nurture relationships. So naturally, when you upload a video to a place where you've been liking baby photos and posting your life story, you're gonna get views. On YouTube, you're going into no man's land. Like, it's obviously like you have to have attention in order to get it there. So that's why I asked about the list and all these other things, because we have to consider, like, where do we need eyeballs when we need eyeballs. Okay, girl. I'm really excited because I have not really been able to tell people about promoting my book. You guys know the book came out earlier this year, and everybody loved just sort of like the heyday and like the promotion around it. But AWeber is actually gonna have me on a Q&A webinar right now where we actually get to talk about how I promoted my book. So it's really cool because I haven't really had a venue to talk about this yet because I've been too busy talking about video with you guys because of the book. So I finally get to talk about it. I'll leave a link to how you can find out more about watching the replay, but I'm gonna go do that now. Tip tap, tip tap, tip tap. You need to relax, girl. I'm getting on a webinar. And so when you're trying to wrap your mind around, I'm gonna write a book now, how do I actually execute this? You have to get rid of a lot of things on your schedule. That was one of the public facing things that was removed from my schedule. And so that sort of had to be announced. Like, I'm leaving, I'm going to write a book now. So that was definitely a big decision, but there ended up being a core period of time that I was putting most of those words down. And so a lot of other things had to be removed from my schedule. I had to remove client appointments, I had to remove family time. Like, it was really time to hunker down and write, because I knew that was going to have to be the way that I got it done. I had to move things off the calendar. I was still making videos though, because I was writing about making videos. So I felt that that was still a powerful thing to balance in that, because I also feel a great deal of withdrawal when I'm not creating video. So yes, I do think it's super important that you recognize the type of writer that you are. There may be people that naturally write extremely well and can wake up every morning, write for a couple of hours and have a book done in a short amount of time. I started that way and it did not pan out for me because I was proceeding with the rest of my day as I usually would, and then sometimes things happen and you put off the book, and then all of a sudden travel comes in and you put it off again. And I just found that it was too broken up and I didn't really have a cohesive writing piece that I liked, and that's also because I don't write every single day. So I thought it was more important for me as the type of writer that I am to actually just allocate a set period of time where that was my focus. And so that's what I did.
What's up?
I'm just vlogging your cute butt.
That's over here. My butt, I'm sitting on it.
Your bum is on the chair.
My bum is on the chair.
You look very tan.
That's because I am. I was outside for 3 minutes.
A whole 3 minutes.
That's all I need.
Amazing.
That's all this Italian skin needs.
It's amazing. Wow.
That's no burn, baby. It's all tan.
Any other questions for George? Let's give him a round of applause. So I was editing the vlog that I recorded yesterday, and it was kind of abrupt. It was a little bit of an abrupt ending, so I'm really sorry about that. But basically, we kind of ended the day. It was such a busy day, and there was one meeting I didn't even record for you, which I'm kind of bummed about, but I do want to tell you about it. But we ended the day with, obviously, DRAC, Downtown Residents Association, and it was so cool. We went to a storage unit, but you probably wouldn't even know that based on the footage, because it's actually a really gorgeous self-storage unit that has like wine care and space. So like if you buy wine and you want it to age and you don't have room in your downtown apartment, I mean, this is like the perfect solution for that. So that's why we were like, this is so cool, we should take downtown residents to it, because you would never know that this storage unit would be different than any other storage unit. I mean, you just think of them as little garages inside of a climate controlled building. So that was really cool. And then we went to another place after, which I didn't really have great footage of, but it's called Block Fort, which is like little artist studios that people can just rent, so they can work out of a place that's suitable to do their art, whether it's like painting or anything like that. So great night. But I feel like I didn't actually get a chance to talk to you directly, so that's why I wanted to jump back on here. And this probably won't take very long, because I had to turn the air conditioning off so that the camera wouldn't be shaking, and I'm already getting like burning up hot. One of the meetings I had yesterday that I didn't record is actually like, this is huge. This, like, please brace yourself for this, because this is so huge. When they reached out to me, I was like, oh my God, this is literally 2017 bucket list kind of stuff. So I don't know if you've heard of a company called CreativeLIVE, but I actually wrote about them in my book, very serendipitously, not because it was like promoting them, but it had to do with the circumstance. If you read the book, then you would possibly remember this very intricate detail in the story about me meeting Gary Vaynerchuk. Anyway, CreativeLIVE is a really great website. They do tons of like live trainings about so many things: finding happiness in your life, photography. In the story that I tell in the book, Gary went and just kind of was interviewed about entrepreneurship. They talk about everything. And back before all of us could live stream on our smartphones, they really were kind of an OG of education in live video. And so if you watch anything on creativelive.com while it's happening live, it's free. You could watch an entire day about photography skills or something. But if you want to be able to watch it later or just have it forever, you have to just like pay whatever the entry fee is for the class and keep it in your account. Well, CreativeLIVE contacted me about a class for CreativeLIVE called How to Vlog Like a Boss. So I'm so excited. I had my call with the producer and sort of the team that's helping me build it out, so that I can present on July 18th. And I'm so freaking excited about it. This is high-end production. They have absolutely incredible equipment. There's a live studio audience of probably around 20 people. And of course, it's broadcast live to their entire audience. So anyway, it's just so mega. I mean, this is like really something that I don't even know if I thought I could do it, and I never really even reached out to them, but they reached out to me and they were like, well, maybe you've never heard of us. And I was like, actually, I wrote about you in my book. And they were like, what? So it's really cool. I'm so excited about it. I'm working with them on the live studio audience aspect of it. I would really like to do something cool. I'm sorry if it's like super bright in here. I'd really like to do something cool with you guys. I'm not really sure how yet. I'm going to talk to their coordinator, who actually decides who will be in the audience, but it's taking place in their San Francisco studio. And I thought there'd be something really cool. Like maybe I could have you guys, if you wanted to be in the studio audience and like you've read How to Vlog Like a Boss and you want to go to the next level and really be in that environment with me, I just thought it'd be really cool if I could do some sort of like competition or something with you guys to see who I could get to be in the audience that's actually a part of my community. So anyway, more on that. I don't know how that's going to happen. I don't know if it's going to happen. They're all for it. I'm trying to think of like logistically how we would do that, but I'm so excited. I'm going to have guest presenters with me because it's a whole day. It's a whole day of teaching. It's going to be everything from strategy to like editing. Anyway, so it's going to be a whole day. I'm going to have a couple of guest teachers. I might be Skyping in a big YouTuber and some people on the aftermarket team at my company. There's probably going to be up there presenting with me. So it's going to be dope. I'm really excited. Anyway, I just felt like I hadn't announced that yet. So I'm just like, oh, so excited to tell you about that. But there was one other thing I did want to just quickly discuss with you, and that is thank you for watching the last video of me on my birthday. Obviously, you know I took some time off. That included the YouTube channel. I took 2 weeks just to kind of chill and just like really soak up all the really cool stuff that's been happening, especially since the book launch, and all that is really an ode to you. And so thanks for watching that video. But I also want to say, you know, I was like saying to you before I left, like, don't forget about me. I appreciate you. Please come back. I just need a short little break just so I can be re-energized again. You're supporting me by watching this video. And I just want you to know that I've given our relationship more of a think over. And I have been for some time, but when you finally kind of step outside of the hamster wheel, you're not making videos, you're not answering emails, you do start to think of things a little bit differently. And I just want you to know that I'm truly here. Like, this channel truly exists because I want to help you, and there are not limitations to that. On some level, yes, if somebody's working with me one-on-one, there's an entry fee for that. But I genuinely want to show up on this channel to help you as directly as I possibly can. I know that that sounds a little far-fetched, but I listen to your comments. I pay attention to those comments. I pay attention to how absolutely encouraging and healthy they are, but even more importantly, if there is a question mark at the end. And so I pay a lot of attention to that. And I want you to know that I'm looking for your direction all the time, because I don't feel I have a purpose here unless I'm doing something to help you go after the life you want every day. I don't want it to just be, what do I want to make a video about today? I want that video to be about what you need from me. And I talk about that in the book, and that it should be the same prerogative for you if you start vlogging, but I need your direction on that, okay? Like, I need to know, where are you now? And so if I've helped you, thank you so much for continuing to be here. And if you still are looking for something, if you're still trying to learn something about this next step for you, I just want to know what that is. It doesn't have to do with video, then that's okay. Let's talk about it. That's really important to me. And the other thing is, if you're like, this is too good to be true, I mean, Amy's not gonna really be able to help me and I can't really do anything for her. First of all, if you bought the book, I mean, that was mega. I mean, that was huge. Thank you for doing that. But literally the best thing you could do for me right now, period, if you feel that there is like something more, is hit the subscribe button. I'm not kidding. It's not about number of subscribers for me. It's literally just because I show up every time to deliver for you something that's going to help you. If the message isn't getting to you because of the intricacies of a tool that sometimes notifies you and sometimes doesn't, and sometimes puts my thumbnail in front of you and sometimes doesn't, we need to keep that from being the barrier as much as possible. You can do other things like follow me on social media. You can do something like join my email list. But if you truly want to pay me back, it's by listening to what I have to say, because I'm truly doing it for you. I'm coming at this from a very genuine place. And I even talked about this on the podcast yesterday, and a lot of you are just learning from this episode about the podcast. I'm not building a course right now about how to vlog like a boss, because I genuinely just want to get it out there as quickly as possible. And the book is as good as a course as it gets right now, because you can read it like that and start going to work. And I just want you to get to work. I'm not going to have you put another barrier in the way for you to not get started. But if there's something you want to know, let's do a video about it. Just tell me what that is. Subscribe. Tell your friends to subscribe. Keep this going, because it doesn't matter if you want to start a business or not. I'm going to give you advice on all fronts. If you work for a company and you want to be the coolest person in the company and you want to be doing great work and you like that environment and that's how you operate well, you should still have a personal brand.
at the end of the day. You still need to be somebody that's going to be remembered, because there's no such thing as job security. You need to do great work. You need to be able to pivot when it's time to go. You need to be able to follow your instincts, and that's what's truly important. And I think that that's what we're accomplishing here. You don't have to be a small business owner. You don't have to be an entrepreneur. You don't have to do what everybody's telling you is the cool thing right now. You should do what's true to you, but you can always do it better. So if that's not a good enough reason to subscribe, or a good enough reason for that person to, oh no, oh God. Oh my God, Ben's gonna kill me. I think I overheated the camera.
Say, Mommy? Mommy, you're a hot mess. Say, Mommy, you're a hot mess. I'm back home now. It was just the poor camera was overheated in the car. I wanted to make sure I said a proper goodbye after all of that. Thanks for hanging with me. I know I talked for a while in the car, but those were all things I really wanted to tell you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. As always, make sure you subscribe for good vibes because of all the reasons I just told you. And I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Bye.